Hello world, my name is Flatman, and I have a message. It's time to clean up the mess of the old age. This video is a long time coming. Some of you may have seen me before. I had an old channel called The Truth Shall Set You Free. I told my Flat Earth Awakening story. I called it a Flat Earth Awakening story unlike any other. I am a weird member of this community. Everybody else said that they thought it was a ridiculous idea when I first came across it. I came across it in the most unusual way, and that led me to pretty much figure it out almost immediately. Definitely check out my story on Truth Shall Set You Free. But I'm here today to talk all things Flat Earth and divulge my plans for world domination. Like I said, this video is a long time coming. I, like man, has a problem with seeking perfection. The pursuit of perfection is what got us into this mess, if you ask me. And myself have always had a hard time acting. I'd rather just think about things, and leads to a lot of procrastination. Definitely an addiction to thinking. I always loved thinking. I still do. It brings me great joy, especially after finding the flat Earth. There's so much to think about. And it's been almost two years, 4 months since I found the flat Earth, so I've had plenty of time to think about it. And this is what I've come up with. I don't know the whole story of the Earth. I don't know how old it is. I don't know how it came to be here. I don't know if dinosaurs are real. I don't know much. But I think I've pieced together the age of Pisces. And I do believe the Earth goes through ages. And the story is in the Zodiac. And if you remember the Bible, Moses came down from the mountain and started scolding the Jews for worshiping the golden calf. While they were worshiping the old age, the age of Taurus, they had moved on to the age of Aries, the ram, and that's why the Jews blow the ram's horn. We just lived through the age of Pisces, and to me, Pisces was the fish story. Man was sold on a universe that does not exist, and the only way to see the curvature is through a fisheye lens. And we've been led to believe that the material universe is all that exists. But the ether was proven, and apparatuses don't shorten. This place isn't that magical. But this is how I think it all worked. God had a plan to hide the plane, so he put up the cross, and the Earth became a planet. He simply added the T to the end. But that cross is important. The cross folded up is the cube. And basically, when I was talking about perfection, what I meant was man had a story for the skies based on the flat Earth, and it required epicycles. And he saw these swirling sort of motions of the planets as imperfect, and he desired to have a perfect system of the heavens. And Satan was happy to oblige him. Now Satan, I think, is Saturn. It is Elohim. It is the bull. It is the 90-degree angle. That is what the Saturnalian cube gave man. Satan is not a fallen angel, he's a fallen angle. The 90-degree angle is how they built their math to support their heliocentric model. What I like to say is they basically created the Earth in a shoebox. They envisioned the Earth as a sphere, assumed the radius of it, had a point in the middle of space, envisioned the rest of the world as a cube, and now they could draw triangles from the center of the earth out into the cosmos. And Satan didn't tempt the world with sin. He tempted him with the sin function, the sine function. It helps to make the model, and got us to where we are. Like I said, Satan is the bull, Saturn is the bull. It is L, the 90 degree. Getting used to this. This video won't be perfect, and I'm glad. So, man was given that knowledge. He ate from the tree of knowledge. I've been saying this one now. The apple had to fall from the tree so that man could make that yellow thing in the sky orange shaped, so the ground beneath our feet could become a pear. It's all fruit. Fruit is the root of the story, I guess. I think it's all the Creator's plan. Heliocentrism was his hoax. He intended it for us, and we are living it. And some of us were put here to help uncover the truth. I don't believe we have free will. I've been saying free will is as phony as Free Willy. It's all part of the fish story. I don't think I had any choice in any of this. All these words are written probably by the Creator before he even made this place. And I get to speak them. I've written a lot of funny jokes about the earth. I think he wrote them all long before I thought of them, that's for sure. So anyone who wants to get on me and say, you're just crazy, you have this wild sense of importance, well, listen to my stories and tell me what you would think. I witnessed so much that to deny it would just be nuts. And I'm not asking to be king of flat earth or anything like that, but I think I have a lot of ideas that could definitely help the community. I think the community's kind of stuck on the science aspect of all of it, but like I said, the heliocentric hoax was given to us for a reason, and I think it is to help discern the true properties of the earth. So if we look at it in that sense of duality, then we shouldn't hate the heliocentrists, we shouldn't hate NASA. They are lying to the world, obviously, but truth without lies has no color. We needed to know the lie first, and it'll help us discern the truth now. So I think it's more important to take a philosophical look at this whole thing, where we stand on the earth. And like I said, the age of Pisces is over. We got to pick up the pieces and be ready for the age of Aquarius. Man's gonna remember the water is flat, and there's so many other things going on with water that we just don't know about. I think the zodiac is the zodiac for a reason. It's the zoo, obviously the zoo, the animals, and the sky. The die is the important part. Die means two. There seems to be an influence of another sign when the new sign arrives. So Pisces was affected by the bull, Taurus, and that's why they are the May sons. They're the sons of May, the sons of Taurus, the sons of the bull, and that's why we've been living in this bullshit for a long fucking time. But it's all part of the plan, and we are entering the age of Aquarius, and to me it looks like the zodiac jumps back too. So the Aries will be affecting Aquarius. You got the double A now, and Aries is the ram, and if you look at the ram's horn, It is a spiral, which to me appears to be God's favorite shape, not spheres. That's just a bunch of bull balls. I do think it's funny that we have two ways to say, I don't believe you. Bullshit, and baloney, you know? Was that all just coincidence? I don't think so. I think it's all in the language. I've been saying this for a while now. God didn't make Adam and Eve. He made a dam to hold back the waters. And then he made the life bearer, water, Eve, and he made it level. And it fits right in there. The L's are the dam, Eve is the water, and it's all level. That's a pretty good clue into the shape of this place. I've been thinking about the words genius and Genesis, the gene of Isis, the gene of us. Part of being a genius is realizing that you are part of the one, you know, the one thing that makes up all of us. We all have it, so we just have to open our minds to it. I've had an assist by a demon, D-A-E-M-O-N. If you look up Socrates' demon, he supposedly had some kind of spirit that would follow him around and influence his thinking maybe a little bit. Never really made him do anything, but definitely was there assisting him in his kind of thinking. I have that same sort of thing. You know, I go into a car, and I'll be thinking about something, and weird sounds will just start happening. And they're all synchronized with important thoughts that I have. And it also makes weird things happen. The other day I was walking around, and I was thinking to myself that the heliocentric hoax is man eating from the tree of knowledge. Well, as I have that thought, and there's an apple eaten all the way around the center, and it's just sitting right there. Now, how the hell did that get there? My first flat smack I did at an open mic, a car with license plate 666 was outside. Well, how the hell does that happen? If you think it was all coincidence, then that's just crazy, you know. I think it's all consciousness. It's all part of the universal consciousness. There's a reason the Earth is moving 66,600 miles per hour. There's a message to his wayseers. You know, the other thing I think when we talk to other people, I don't know if science is the best way to approach it. I think you almost have to touch people's hearts more. Nobody understands science. The average person couldn't come up with an experiment for anything, you know. So I think it's more important to touch their hearts, show them good deeds, and maybe they'll listen that way. Having said that, I do have an experiment that I want to do. I've had this feeling that helicopters are going to be the heel of heliocentrism, and some funny coincidences really made me believe that. One time I approached an Indian man and said something to him about flat water or something or whatever, and he looked like he was wealthy, and I didn't mention the experiment at all. And as I walk away from him, one of those helicopter things comes spinning down right in front of me at a really fast rotational rate. So I thought that was pretty good. And then I had one recently where I don't know what I was thinking, but a helicopter flew right over my head at an opportune time. So I'm here in Seattle, looking out over the Puget Sound. It's only 9 miles over there. It's something, I don't know, it's 14 miles that way. But if you go around this way, there's a place called Discovery Park, and there is there's lots of water. Or you can send a helicopter out 20 miles and you should have a direct line of sight on it. So I'm thinking that's the best bet. I want to, so the plan is to just rent a helicopter. Costs $2,400 an hour because you got to get the ones with the floaties on the bottom because you want it to go close to the water. Set up a camera at Discovery Park, 5 feet off the water. Have the helicopter fly out 15 miles and descend to 10 feet above the water and see if you can see it. Do the same at 20. Keep doing it until the Globers are satisfied. You can never ask one of them, you know, at what distance can I see this helicopter? And it doesn't, you know, your Earth can't be a ball. They will not give you an answer. They cannot give you an answer. They don't believe in science. So it's as simple as that. But I think if you get one of those helicopters in view at 15-20 miles, the average person who is honest with himself will say to himself, that doesn't seem right. And then you provide them with all the other good stuff that we got going for us, and it's great. What I'm planning on doing, tomorrow is April Fool's Day, and I plan on making the world admit they're fools, you know. I'm going to go up to Washington University tomorrow, and I'm going to challenge all the theoretical physicists, and hopefully they actually will accept my challenge. I doubt it. Professors don't seem to like to back up their beliefs, and everybody knows there is no science behind the ball, so there's really nothing they can provide. But that's why I have no fear whatsoever. I mean, it's been 2.5 years, and no one's put up any new evidence for the ball. It's all the same stuff. Obviously we're in the right, so I can't have any fear anymore. I'm gonna go challenge those jerks once I have that video, and hopefully a couple of them coming to my side. Then I'm gonna let everybody know. I'm gonna let everybody know that their scientists can't even back their ball in any way. I've had a lot of thoughts about being the Joker. I'm trying to play a jester. You can see I'm wearing a kilt. Yeah, can you see it? Yeah. I'm wearing a kilt. Playing the Joker, but then I was getting messages kept getting the trident, and I kept thinking to myself, what the fuck does that mean? I was thinking like duality, oh, there's something in the middle, there's the three-prong. And then I thought to myself, well, you're Flatman, you think you need to be the Joker, maybe you should try Dent, Harvey Dent, the Two-Face character. And then I was like, okay, he's an attorney, oh god, what the hell does that mean? So I settled basically on putting the ball on trial, seeing if anyone will stand up for him, and I don't think they'll put up much of a fight. But the other idea I had was, a lot of flat earthers, I think, when they go out politicking, I watch D-Marble a little bit, he just kind of stands there with a sign. He doesn't really call out to people and engage them. He kind of just waits for them to come. And I get the feeling, you know, the age of Pisces was ruled by the golden rule: treat others how they want to be treated, or treat others how you want to be treated. And I think the age of Aquarius will be the platinum rule, you know, treat others how you want to be treated, or how they want to be treated. So if people don't want to know, you know, you can't force them. But at the same time, everybody needs to wake up sometime. It's tough. It's a tough thing. So that's why I kind of like the flip of the coin. Like, everybody gets a flip. If you call it right, I won't upend your reality. If you call it wrong, boom, flat smack. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think about that. Let's see, anything else I wanted to touch? Okay, yeah, alright. Plans for world domination. So after I get the theoretical physicist to bow down, and admit that there is no science behind the ball, merely an assumption of the Earth's radius, then I'm going to start telling everybody to join my channel. I'm going to keep making videos, but then I'm going to start addressing our stakeholding. What I want to do is I want to go to a butcher here in Queen Anne. I always had this feeling that I should, if I wanted to become a king, I had to serve a queen. And I was looking for girls on my way here, and you know, raise them up as queens, and I'd be king. And then I got to Seattle. I moved around neighborhoods, but then eventually I landed in Queen Anne. And I feel like I need to serve that queen first and just kind of help the businesses that are doing good stuff thrive and find their customers and whatever. But my idea is I want to go to the local butcher and tell them that I want to walk around with a uncooked steak in my hand and start telling everybody that we're stakeholders, even if we're not stockholders. And start pointing chemtrails out to people and start stating the state of man, telling them about the great hoax that was played on them, and convincing them to eat raw meat, go to that butcher, take care of it, and if I bring him some customers, throws me a little cash, work out that deal. That's one of them. Another one is there's this really cool place that has these like nitrogen freeze tanks where they pump it full of nitrogen, and you get the benefits of having taken a cold shower, you know, without really feeling the cold. And so I want to go to the fountain in Seattle Center. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. See you tomorrow morning, maybe. That's my buddy Rishi. And go into the fountain, which is freezing cold water, and just sitting there for a couple of minutes, and then tell people about this other place. You know, you don't have to take the cold shower, but you can get the same benefits by going to this place, and send some customers their way, and see if they dig it, and see if they want my assistance. I got other ideas, you know. I want to figure out a way to work for myself, telling truth, making videos, turning people on to new ideas, exploring the truth about our electric reality, the ether. It's all so exciting. What else did I want to touch on? I think that's about it for now. Oh, everybody kind of has this fear of controlled opposition. You know, Jaren's controlled opposition, Bob from Globebusters controlled opposition, Mark Sargent. You know, maybe, but I think we're all kind of controlled opposition. You know, if we're all part of the universal consciousness, then we're all going to do what it has set for us, and it will unfold exactly as it's meant to. So I think all opposition is good. Like I said, there's a little too much focus on the science and less on the spiritual, less on the story. I think we all, even us flat earthers, have to resist letting our egos dictate our behavior. Ego made the age of Pisces run, but story will have stored. We have stored energy. The earth is probably just a giant storage of energy. Where does the energy go when I walk? I use my feet, right? Goes into the ground? I don't know. I think story will probably compel the new age. So that's why I like telling my stories. I have so many, and I'll try to keep telling more of them. Yeah, so don't worry about controlled opposition. We're all part of the collective consciousness. Do I have anything else good to say? Don't worry about perfection. We don't have to figure it all out right now. And You know, Seattle's kind of a tough place. People can be a little bit cold, tough to engage, and I do see a lot of NASA shirts out here. So I'm pretty sure that their space they're smoking is pretty strong. But here, Seattle, if the space you're smoking isn't strong enough, you can get it in needle form. I just want to say that. I think it's pretty funny. Oh yeah, then there's this globe over here. I want to blow that fucker up. My plan is to maybe blow that fucker up, maybe write research flat earth on it, eventually get everybody into the Space Needle and blow them up. That's a joke. I'm not going to do that. My friend Mystic's down there having a good time. I don't care! I don't care! I didn't kill my wife! I don't care! That's The Fugitive, if you didn't know. I miss some of my old friends, man. Doing movie lines. Doesn't seem like anybody knows any movies out here. It's really rough. Whatever. Oh shoot! I forgot to talk about the 90 degree. All right. So the last thing is, all right. So the 90 degree angle is Satan. Satan came down, and it's the fallen angle. It helped them build their model using triangles and sin function. But I also think God doesn't waste space at all. So there's something more to that 90 degree angle, and I think it has to do with our perception and why things disappear bottom up. Basically, I think it's a combination of having a convex lens and having an angular resolution limit. When the light enters your eye, it will all converge into a center point and diverge from there. And it all goes above or below that 90 degree angle because the resolution is, or the 3 arc seconds is the resolution of your eye, limit of your eye. That little arc above, that little arc below all converge into that 90 degree, and everything disappears into that. You see from your 2 black holes out into 1 white hole out there, it all converges into that white hole at the 90 degree. And the horizon is an individualized optical phenomenon due to the convergence of light through the convex lens, and really no light entering at 90 degrees. I think that's what it is. And as soon as something gets far enough that angle is just as sharp as the 90 degree limit above that 1 arc second above, then you simply don't resolve it, and it's gone. And this is what I think is meant by so as above, so below. You know, that's what I think. Tell me I'm wrong. Maybe it's just the atmosphere blocking you. Maybe it's the waves. I think it has more to do with how light enters the eye and gets displayed on the retina. Okay, let's see. That's pretty good. Anything else I missed? I don't know. So tomorrow I'm going to go out. I'm going to haggle. I'm going to beat up the theoretical physicists, show them what's up, and hopefully it's bomb. And then every single person out here will have to take in what Flatman wants to say to them. I ain't stopping after that. This city's mine. Like I said, I think I was brought here to get Seattleites to believe in Seattleites and not satellites. And I plan on sticking it out here and making it happen. I think the youth here are pretty open to things. Adults not so much. A lot of ego there. But we're going to get it Jesus, I try to live the Jesus archetype in some ways too. I hang out with prostitutes and beggars and thieves and whatever. Try to console people who are a little messed up, but trying to do miracles out here. I don't know if Jesus turned wine into water or water into wine. I don't know. Maybe he just got everybody to have a good time without drinking. This kind of thing. He turned the loaves and fishes. He turned it into an immaculate feast. Well, maybe he convinced everybody to contribute. And I don't know. I think these are good ideas, at least worth pursuing. Oh, biggest, yeah. Some people might think I'm the Antichrist because I have this message that we need to say bye, bull. Say bye to the bull. You had your fun out here, Mr. Bull, but it's over. The Bible by Bell, L, Bull. It's all part of the deception. It's all part of the age of Pisces. It is not the one truth out here. It is a piece of the puzzle. And all you Christians that are telling people turn to Jesus, if you can't even define what Jesus is, how can you tell people to turn to it? I think it's time to take down the cross. It was put up for a reason. I think this Jesus symbol, how he's on the cross, is even as important as the cross itself. The why. Why was it put up? I think I gave you an answer. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if you think it's crazy. Like I said, it's time to move on. It's time to say bye, bull. Alright, that's it for now. I love you guys. Stick with me. I'm going to make it fun. It won't be so serious all the time. I'm going to start doing more stuff. I'm going to start like this. Hey, can you guys tell me which way the Earth is rotating? Do you remember which way the Earth is rotating? Left. Left. That's a good one. That might be the best answer I ever heard. Left. Good stuff. We'll do some fun stuff like that. All right, y'all. Have a good day.